is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lala and you're watching Lala Level Up. So as you already know, because you already follow me on Instagram, I know you do. But if you're not, on my Instagram, I posted up a poll saying what video do you guys want to see next. Considering it is Gay Pride Month, June is Gay Pride Month, that I wanted to do a story time around my lesbian experiences. So y'all voted, and today's video is going to be about the time I broke into my girlfriend's iCloud and found everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. The good, the bad. Well, really, there was no good, there was only bad. But it's okay, we're gonna get into it today. And like you already know, with all of my story times, they are what I call From Girl to Goddess segments, which will detail how I have transformed from a girl to a goddess. So at the end of the story time, I'm going to be closing it off with a lesson that I have learned, because from all of the crazy things that I've done in my younger years in relationships, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. So even though the story time, it is going to be funny, it's going to be crazy. In some parts, it might be a little bit sad. At the end, we're going to come back together with a lesson, because it ain't never a loss. It's always a lesson. The only L's we take around here are lessons, baby. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do subscribe and like the video. And yeah, let's get into it. Oh yeah, so I also forgot to tell you, I'm gonna be doing my makeup in this video too, because I have somewhere to be and I really need my makeup done. So I might as well do my makeup while I talk to y'all and tell y'all this crazy ass story. So at this time, I was dating a woman. We were together. Our relationship was probably like 3 years or so. And at this point in our relationship, we was going through a lot. Like, a lot of infidelity, a lot of lying, arguing. Overall, it was just a toxic situation, right? So, you know, me and this girl were going through it or whatever. And at this point, it's not even as bad as it was gonna get. It was not the worst that it was gonna get right now, but it was still pretty bad. Like, we were arguing all the time. Like, it was not the best situation to be in, right? And even though like we were arguing and stuff, like we were still very much in love. At the time, I felt like we were in love. So yeah, we was going through it, but at the same time, like that was my bag. So at this point, I don't believe that, I wonder if I had proof or not that she was cheating. Yeah, so at this point, I did not have proof that she was cheating. I felt like she was. Like, you know, woman's intuition never lies. Like, we always freaking know when something is up. So I had a feeling, but I did not know for sure. And I would ask her, because I'm the type of person, I'm like, yo, just keep it real with me. Keep it real with me and let me decide if I want to remain in this relationship with you. If I decide that, you know, it's something that I can get through and we can work on it. Or if I'm not going to be able to get over it. But you should at least give me, you know, the common decency and respect to say, yeah, I cheated. This is what it is. What we finna do about it. I mean, granted, at this stage of my life, if we're together and you cheat on me, that was a dumb decision, because I'm not staying with a cheater. Like, at this point, it is no, oh, we're gonna work on it and we can, no. At our big age, you know what to do and what not to do in a relationship. So I'm not staying with someone who's gonna cheat on me. But at this point, I was a girl. I was not a goddess, and I had a lot of insecurities and things like that. So I was staying, even though I didn't know for sure she was cheating on me. I had a feeling that she was cheating on me, and I still stayed, right? And at that point, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay because I don't really have no proof. Maybe I'm just doing the most, right? And ladies, no, you ain't never doing the most. If you feel like they're cheating, chances are they're probably cheating. So like I said, I would ask her, let's give her a name too, might as well, right? Okay, we're just gonna name her Jordan because she used to love Jordans. Like, she was definitely a sneaker type of person. So yeah, Jordan. So I would ask Jordan, and Jordan would always say like, no, I'm not cheating on you. You're just tripping, LaQuelle. And I'm okay, I'm just tripping because I'm just so crazy, right? Okay, whatever. So at this point, we were at my home. I had my own apartment, and then I ended up telling her that she could move in with me. So she moved in with me, and she was sleeping one day, and I really wanted to get into her phone, which is so toxic. If you're in a relationship, whether you're a man or a woman, if you're in a relationship with a person and you're at that stage where you don't trust them so much so that now you want to sneak into their cell phone and go invading their privacy, at that point, you really need to leave that person because the trust is gone, and now you got to go snooping around to try to find the truth because you feel like they're not telling you the truth. Like, at that point, it's kind of far gone, and y'all need to break up or really sit down and get to like a resolution for the issues that y'all are having. But at this point, I was going through her phone. Like, I was trying to go through her phone, but I did not know her password, and I was tight about it because she was sleeping. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to try to go through her phone. I'm not even doing my makeup. That's crazy. So I'm like, yeah, tonight is the night. Tonight is the night that I'm gonna break into her phone because you got me messed up. Because you really thought you was about to be cheating on me? Especially while you're living in my house. At this point, we didn't have our own apartment together. Because after this, we did end up moving into another place where she was on the lease. We both signed. Well, she was on the lease before I took her ass off. But that's another story time for another day. Yeah, me and Jordan, we had quite the toxic relationship. So I probably have a few story times about her. I love though, but yeah. If you didn't want me to tell any stories about you, you should have treated me better. But anyway, why am I looking over there? I need to be looking in this camera. I mean, why am I looking in the camera? I need to be looking in the mirror. But yeah, so I decided tonight is the night I'm going to sneak into her phone and I'm going to find out what the hell is going down. I need the receipts. I need the proof. I need to see it in my face. And I know a lot of women, we're like this. We're like, okay, we might know. Like, for real, no. Like, because your intuition never lies. But we need to see the physical proof. Like, I need to see the messages. I need to know. I must know the truth. So, so this was the situation, right? And I was determined, to say the least. So Jordan is sleeping. She knocked out, not having no clue in the world that I'm up right now trying to break into her phone. But you see, I didn't want to go trying different passwords. Oh my gosh, I just remembered something. Oh my gosh, I just remembered something. Because I was about to put 2 stories in one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, which one? Oh my gosh, it's like okay, y'all gonna get lucky today. I'm gonna give y'all 2 stories in one, right? Because I started to confuse the stories. So in this story time, I broke into her phone. So I broke into her phone twice. I broke in once because I knew her password, and then I broke in once because I hacked into her iCloud. So, all right, let me tell the first part. So this story, like I said, she was living in my apartment. She was knocked out. Boom. I did have her password at this time. This is the password story. So I had her password and she forgot that I had the password to her phone. Like, I think she had told it to me one day. That's what she did. She like told it to me one day and like forgot she told me something like that. Or I had seen it over her shoulder, but I don't think so. I think she like really told me the password and like forgot that I knew about it or something like that, right? So Jordan was sleeping and I was like, thank God. So I finally get her phone and I go to put her password in, right? Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? So I broke into her phone and I realized that she was playing me for a fool. She was talking to a girl before me. That was a very messy situation. But she was speaking to this girl before she was talking to me. And before we got into a relationship together, she was like talking to us at the same time. But when I first started talking to Jordan, Jordan never told me about this other girl. I ended up finding out about the other girl. And then, I mean, at that point, me and Jordan were not in an official relationship. So she wasn't cheating on nothing. She just never told me that she was dealing with somebody else. But I found out, and long story short, she ended up cutting off the other girl, and we ended up getting into a relationship. Now we're in a relationship. She's in my house, and I see that she's still messing with the other girl. So I go to the girls. Oh my gosh, not all these flashbacks of these stories are coming back with Jordan because damn, Jordan played the fuck out of me mad times. I can laugh about it now, but before I would be crying about it. But anyway, so I ended up breaking into Jordan's phone. I realized she was still talking to the girl, and I was fucking pissed. Like, I was pissed, like livid, because I'm like, you tried me. And this is in the genesis of our relationship. This is like, at this time, I think we were probably like 4 months in, if that. And yeah, I saw that. And I really, really, really wanted to be on some crazy stuff and like wake her up out of her sleep on some, you really thought you could cheat on me, you tried it. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna be a little bit more strategic about this. So I had her cell phone with me, and I was starting to look through it. And I was in the bathroom, and then I start hearing Jordan waking up, and Jordan is looking for her phone. And I'm like, damn it. So now I'm all nervous because I'm like, damn, I have her phone, and I don't want her to know that she knows that I know. So I'm trying to play it off at first. She's like, hey, Laquelle, did you see my phone? And I'm like, no, I'm just up taking a dump right now. I don't really know where your phone could possibly be. Could it be in between the sheets? Could it be under the bed? Like, I'm just out here acting all oblivious to the fact that I took her phone and I thought that she was cheating on me. So she's like looking for her phone, right? She's like damn near tearing up the room looking for her phone because she had to get up and go somewhere. And I'm like, I don't know where it is. And then eventually I'm like, Jordan, do you know what today is? She's like, what? I'm like, today is moving day. I'm like, get the fuck out. And I'm throwing her phone. And I ended up telling her, like, girl, I thought you cheated on me. I saw everything in the phone, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, I was really crazy. And I ended up, like, hitting her. And it was bad. I'm not proud of this, but that's what I did. And at the time, I felt very, like, justified. I'm like, you cheated on me? Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass. But you don't hit people just because you don't like something that they do. Like, you know, I was very wrong and very toxic. We discuss this all the time on my channel. I was the problem a lot of the times, right? Okay. So, I'm pissed, and I like hit her, and I'm like, you're bugging. Like, well, I just felt so freaking disrespected because I'm like, bro, you're in my home. You're laying in my bed, and you're still talking to this girl when you could have just been with her to begin with. Why'd you even say you want to be with me anyway? You could have stayed talking to that girl. I didn't press you to be with me. Like, you had a choice. So why would you choose me when really you're choosing her? So like, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. Not with me, at least. So I was so hurt. I was so upset. I was like spazzing out, just being just insane, right? And then she ends up like trying to leave. So she's like, you know, running down the stairs, trying to leave. I'm running out after her. Bitch, I ain't got no shoes on. I ran out in like socks. Mind you, it's like raining. It's wet outside. Because I'm like, you think you really just gonna leave and not deal with any repercussions? You fucking tried it. So she ran out my house. I ran right after her. She's now in her car trying to drive away. I'm standing in front of the hood of her car. I'm like standing in front of her car with my hands on the hood. And I'm like, you're not fucking going anywhere. Even though I just told Jordan I wanted her to leave. I'm literally breaking up with Jordan, telling her I want her to leave. And then being crazy enough to be like, you ain't going nowhere. Like, I was fucking batshit, right? So lo and behold, I don't even know how we ended up fixing the issue, but we ended up staying together or whatever. We got over it. We made up. We kissed and made up. I don't know what the fuck we did, but we ended up staying together, right? Now, a few months later after this, we ended up moving into our apartment together. This is an apartment that we got on our own because when Jordan first met me, I had my own place, and then she ended up moving in with me. Now that lease was over and we moved into a new place together. Both of our names were on the lease. Boom, boom, boom. And things just got worse, like they typically do. When a relationship starts off toxic, the entirety of the relationship is just gonna stay toxic. Like, it's not, chances are if it starts off bad, it's not gonna get better. Like, it's one thing if it was good and then like it ended up changing and then no, it's not. Chances are it's not gonna get better, right? So, okay, what happened next? So we're in this new place, right? And relationship is still bad. It's even worse now. And I end up asking Jordan again, Jordan, are you cheating on me? Be honest with me. We're not having sex like that. You're distant from me. I just have this feeling like you're cheating. Are you cheating on me? Jordan, lying ass. It's like, no, I'm not cheating on you. You're crazy. It's always, I'm crazy. And at the time, yeah, I was kind of crazy. But I wasn't delusional. I knew what the fuck I was talking about. But emotionally, yeah, I was crazy. But was I delusional and didn't know what I was talking about? Hell nah. So, so I'm really happy I could laugh about this now, because at the time, bro, I was not laughing about it. So I was just not believing Jordan. And at this time, like, I was just so, like, fed up. When realistically, I should have just left. Because I'm like, girl, if this girl is cheating on me, or I have an inclination that she's cheating on me, like, why am I staying? But, like, to be honest, at that point, like, I feel like we're living together, we're paying bills together. Like, I loved her. I really did love her. I believe she loved me too, and at some point, but it just got twisted and it was just never equal. And to be honest, I've always felt that way. I feel like people never loved me in the way that I've loved them. And maybe that's just stemming from some internal insecurity. But then again, I don't believe so. Because when we look at actions, actions speak louder than words, right? And I just feel like the love I gave people, they never gave me it back. Like, it was never, I just never got the same love back that I gave people, right? So, I was fed up. I was fed up and I needed to know. So, she was like gone one day. I don't know where she was. Probably out cheating on me, right? So, she's like gone one day, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna break into her iCloud. Like, I'm gonna find a way. Something had happened that was just like the cherry on top for me to make me be like, nah, I'm breaking and I'm gonna find out what I need to find out, right? Which I don't know why, because I literally kept finding out things and staying. Like, at that point, it was just like, girl, why are you even putting yourself through this mental anguish? Like, why are you doing this? You're not even leaving, girl, with the purpose. But at the time, like, I needed to know. So she was out somewhere. I was home in our new apartment together. And what happened was I was determined to break into her iCloud. And I don't know how I was going to do this because I did not have her iCloud password. She never told it to me. Who even thinks to break into someone's iCloud? I mean, breaking into someone's phone by, using their passcode, I mean, that's one thing. But breaking into somebody's iCloud, that's a whole nother motherfucking thing. That's a whole, like I'm a genius. Because how did I even do this? Like, how did I even do this? Like, either I'm a genius or I'm batshit. A little bit of both, right? So I ended up trying a whole bunch of different type of passwords. And I didn't even know if I was going to end up blocking it. I didn't know if she was going to get notified, like, hey, someone's trying to log into your iCloud. I just knew I needed to try to do whatever I could do to break into Jordan's iCloud because I needed to find out what she had up in there. So, girl, by the grace of God, because it had to be nothing but God, I ended up breaking in. The password ended up being, like, one of her deceased family members, I think, birthday, date of birth, something along those lines. But it was a family member that meant a lot to her. And I don't know how I thought about it, but I'm like, let me just try this date or something. And I tried it and it was correct. Either it was the date or it was like the family member's name. It was something like that relating to this family member. And girl, when I told you, once I logged in and I seen it loading and stuff, I was just like, yo, I'm a little scared of myself now. Cause I was just like, girl, how did I even do this? Like, damn. Like, I'm just like a professional investigator at this point. So I broke in. And y'all, when I tell you what I saw once I logged into this girl's iCloud, I wish I ain't never logged in. Like, it was naked pictures everywhere. Naked pictures everywhere. Talking about messages, because I was on my phone when I broke in. Like, you know, you can get into iCloud anywhere. So I had like logged out of my iCloud on my iPhone, logged into her iCloud. So then basically my phone turned into her phone. So I saw messages up there. When I went to my photos, it was really her photos. Like, I had all her shit on my phone. And I wasn't being nosy and snooping through things that didn't matter. Like, I didn't care about that. I went to the meat and potatoes. I seen the girl's name that she used to talk to before me up in there. Her vagina all over the place. I was seeing tattoos on her that you're not gonna be able to see unless you're down there giving her head. A lot of disturbing things, messages up there, like that they were together, like hanging out together, and then she tried to lie and tell me she didn't do anything with her. I'm like, girl, you really want me to believe that you invited her over to your mother's house and y'all laid in the bed together and nothing happened? Like, okay. It was really crazy. I saw so much stuff up there and it was just disgusting, like just mad nudes. Her hanging out with the girl that I didn't even know. She had took a vacation down to Florida for a little bit for like a family situation. And while she was in Florida, she was like FaceTiming the girl, talking to the girl, then be calling me, FaceTiming me. Like, it was just a whole lot. Like, she was really trying to have her cake and eat it too, which is crazy because it's like from the get-go, you could have stayed in that situation. If you was talking to that girl before me and then met me, I don't know. I just feel like if you have to make a choice between me and somebody else, choose them. Cause I ain't no motherfucking choice. Like, I am the one, the choice, the option, the winner. Like, there is no comparing between me and someone else. Oh, which girl should I be with? Like, are you crazy? Like, so at that point, initially when I first found out she was talking to someone and, you know, didn't tell me or whatever the case, I don't know. I should just stop talking to her from that. Like, there were so many red flags in the situation with her. She could probably say the same thing about me. There was red flags with me that I was fucking crazy. But it's so crazy. People will call you, it's so crazy that people call you crazy, but not acknowledge the shit they did to make you act crazy. Like, is this not, like, you think you played no part into this? Okay. So, I found everything, and it's very fair to say that I was very heartbroken. Like, I don't know why I was getting surprised every time I saw that she was cheating, when at this point, it's obviously just something that she did. Like, she was just a compulsive cheater. That's just what she did. So what I did is I ended up calling the girl who she was trying to keep in the middle of our relationship, that she just couldn't stop talking to her, right? I ended up hitting up the girl on some, bitch, where you at? Because you know we're together. Where the fuck you at? You know? So I was really trying to beat up the girl. I was going to beat up my girlfriend, too. I was just going to beat up everybody, honestly. I'm not saying it's right. But I'm just letting you know. I got to be honest with y'all. I need to let y'all know where I fucked up at, what the fuck I did wrong, what other people did the fuck wrong, and tie it in a bow at the end of the story time. So, yeah, I called the girl on some real, where the fuck you at? Because you getting your ass beat today. She was acting dumb on the phone, acting scary on the phone, acting like, well, she hit me up. Go check her. Why are you checking me? Which is true. Like, if someone's cheating on you, you need to check the person you're with, because the other girl is just the other girl. She doesn't owe me any loyalty, and I get that. And I was going to check her too, but she wasn't home at the time. And it was like, that's all true, absolutely. But if you are the other woman and you know, like, you have knowledge that the person you're dealing with is in a relationship or married, and you just willingly continue to be the side chick, you deserve an ass whooping too. And ain't nobody gonna tell me that they don't. Cause yeah, I'm gonna leave my man or girl at the time, whatever. But you also getting your ass whooped too, because you tried it, okay? I have another story time like that too. That's gonna be, let me just say that for another day. So I found out everything, called the girl, tried to fight her. Girl was not trying to fight me because she's not about that life. And then my girlfriend came home, and then like, I'll be really honest with you. I don't even really remember what happened when she came home. I know we were arguing and she was mad that I called the other girl and stuff. Because it's funny. It's really messy that how the situation worked. But like, so the girl she was talking to before me that she was cheating on me with or just entertaining while we were still together, she was like her godson's. So the girl, the other girl, the side chick, was my girlfriend's godson's aunt. So it's like you messing with somebody who's like tied kind of like in a family way. So it's like this person's always going to be around. Anytime you go to a function pertaining your godchild, this person's always going to be there. So I felt like it was so messy. And knowing that, I should have been left because I'm like, this woman's always going to be around. You know, because she's related to her godchild. So she's always going to be around. So I don't know. I should have left. Girl, I'm not going to lie to you. I should have left about 100 different times. I was with this person for 3 whole years. Like, I had ample opportunity to leave, and I never did. I always felt like maybe we can fix it, or I felt like I was so insecure. So I felt like, wow, I'm with someone who loves me. I should stay. And honestly, right before I met Jordan, maybe like 2 months before I met Jordan, like 2-3 months before I met Jordan, I was getting out of a relationship with my first love. So I was dating this other girl that I was dating from high school, and that was like the love of my life. And I was so heartbroken. She cheated on me. So I was heartbroken. I was vulnerable. And then when I met Jordan, I felt like she was Superwoman. Like, I felt like she just wiped me up and was trying to dust me off like a new penny. And she loved bomb the fuck out of me. She loved bomb me so much. But anyway, we're gonna get there. So anyway, I found out, I confronted Jordan about it too after I confronted the side chick. And Jordan was upset that I contacted her. And I'm like, you can't be upset about you the one who cheating on me. Like, so it was just like really, really bad. But I broke in and I saw everything, and it was crazy. Like, to to be on your phone and to see what's inside another person's phone is crazy. I probably should have been more nosy and like read the messages between like her and her friends, because I know if you're doing dirt on your girl, you're gonna be telling your friends. But I never went through their messages to see, you know, if they discussed her infidelities or to gather any other information. I didn't even go that far. Maybe I should have, but then again, at that point, it didn't matter because I was not leaving anyway. So after the situation, did I leave? No, I didn't leave. I didn't leave. After seeing it in my face, like, boom, there, how can you deny it? I didn't even leave. I got my lick back, though. That's for another story time. But I didn't leave, but I definitely got my lick back. And the lick that I got back, it hurt her way more than the things that she did to me. I'll be honest. I mean, what she did to me, it really hurt me. It really did break my heart for real. Because she just cheated so many times. And in the most careless, disrespectful, and public ways. She really did me dirty. I'm not gonna lie. Jordan really did me dirty. And even to this day, I feel like Jordan never really expressed true remorse for how she's hurt me, ever. And we're not beefing. Me and Jordan had a conversation maybe like in April. I don't know why I date a whole bunch of Aries, but every time I meet one now, I'm like, no, hell nah. I dated three Aries, and they've all been shit. Let me stop. So yeah, it was really toxic. And it was a toxic situation I ended up staying in. And I don't want to say I have regrets, because everything happens for a reason, you know, but damn, that relationship was like pretty bad. And even though there was love in it, like, I loved her. And the thing is too, like, I really just tried to help. I feel like she had a lot of internal issues, like between herself and with family, and I'm sure we trauma bonded somewhat, you know, when it came to our families and things like that. I just have like a really, really big heart, and that can be a good thing, but sometimes it cannot be a good thing, because when you have a good heart and a really, really big heart, you just end up like inviting people in that don't really need to be in, and you end up putting yourself in a situation a lot of times where I'm sacrificing my well-being because I care about your well-being. Because I was so focused on, girl, I'm here for you. If you need to talk about things that you're struggling with, like, I'm here. Like, I know you've been through a lot with A, B, and C, but I'm trying to show you a different level of love, you know? I'm such a certified lover girl. Like, I'm so that type. But yeah, I really tried in that relationship, and I was wrong too. Like I said, I had got my lick back. But it just like never ended. Like the situation with her, like it never ended. I did like one thing. But she just never stopped. She never stopped cheating on me. All the way up until like the very end. At the very end, it got so messy. Like, it was so messy. At that point, we weren't even sleeping in the same room. Like, we were in the same house, just dealing with other people. Like, it was really bad. But maybe we'll talk about that too. So yeah, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this story time. I didn't even almost finish my makeup, but I got my base down. So yeah, let me know. Have you ever broke into somebody's iCloud? Have you ever broke into somebody's phone? Let me know. Leave a comment. Leave any comment. Honestly, put anything in the comments. Put an emoji. If you've made it this far, leave like a white heart emoji. I like those. I appreciate you for supporting my channel and being here and listening to this crazy story time. This From Girl to Goddess story time. And honestly, the lesson I learned in this situation is to leave as soon as you see the red flags. Because women intuition, it never lies. Even men intuition, it just doesn't lie. So once you start seeing those red flags, you got to leave. Don't make excuses for the person. Don't try to stick around until you see the physical evidence. Like, when you know, you know. You don't need the physical proof. When you know, you know. And it's better to leave while you still can. It's better to get out early. If I would have left Jordan early, it would have been easier. Because yeah, I had feelings for her, but it's like, okay, this is the genesis of our relationship. Like, this is very much the early stages. Like, I can still leave you now and get away unscathed. But now, after 3 years of that, and it's kind of like, it's way more painful 3 years into it, because it's like, wow, we have 3 years of memories. 3 years, we've grown together in a way. I think I got with her when I was like 20. By the time we broke up, I was 20, I was 19 turning 20. When we broke up, I was 22 turning 23. So it's like, I got with you when I wasn't even in my 20s yet. Now I'm like almost in my mid-20s. So it was kind of just like, a lot of time went by, and you end up wanting to hold on more because you spent so much time with this person. But when it's time to let go, it's time to let go. I was not my best self in that situation, and neither was she. We never fully cut off contact completely. We still talked for a long time. There's no bad blood now. We actually were talking maybe like 2 months ago, but I just really felt like I think I can't even talk to her now as a friend, not because I don't necessarily want to, but because you really don't deserve to talk to me. After all that she did, like cheating on me the way she did a lot of fucking dirt when it came to just infidelity. And like I said, I was not perfect, but I was not going around slinging my vagina everywhere. I was not, that just wasn't me, you know? So yeah. It was a whole lot of, but I can't even be cool with them now because you didn't even feel bad about nothing that you did. And I never deserved that, and you could have left so many times. So when I sit back and I look at it, I'm like, damn, I really can't mess with you, even if I thought we could be friends, you know? I can't. And it's like, when you think about it, why would I even want to be friends with someone who did that to me? Even though people learn, they change, they grow. Still, I feel like you couldn't have ever really loved and cared for me if you did that to me for real, you know? But I do wish Jordan the best, and yeah, that's all I can say. I wish Jordan the best, and I hope they find true peace and happiness, because I felt like They never really had that, and I hope they can have that one day. So yeah, y'all, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for caring and supporting. Leave a comment, like I said. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And let me know what you want to see next on the channel. As always, you can be, do, and have whatever you desire. You are limitless. Until next time, Lala, level up.